Today, you'll learn how to turn your work mistakes into career wins. Powerful phrases that show leadership.
Ready to sound like a pro? Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let's get to work.
Hey Liam, how are you? When we say turning work mistakes into wins, what does that really mean in real life at work?
I'm great, Emma. It means changing how you use mistakes instead of seeing them as failure.
Wow, so it's not really about avoiding mistakes at all, right?
Exactly. At work, mistakes are unavoidable, especially when you're using English.
Interesting. So what really makes the difference then?
The difference is not who makes mistakes, but who knows what to do after them.
But why do work mistakes feel so much heavier than mistakes in casual conversations?
Because they feel public and risky. People worry about judgment from bosses or colleagues.
Right? I feel that pressure all the time. Why does my mind just freeze when I mess up at work?
Your brain switches to protection mode. It focuses on danger instead of communication.
So, overthinking is actually part of the problem?
Exactly. Overthinking kills fluency and makes your speech slow and tense.
That already feels like a relief. So, natural work English isn't about being perfect.
Not at all. Natural work English is clear, human, and flexible.
Okay, but what kind of work mistakes are we really talking about here?
Real ones, like using the wrong word in a meeting or misunderstanding an email.
Wow, that's basically my daily routine at work.
For sure. Most professionals learning English go through this every day.
So, where does the win actually happen then?
The win happens when you learn how to respond, not when you try to be perfect.
So, let's say I say something wrong in a meeting. What usually goes wrong after that?
People panic, apologize too much, or go silent. That reaction turns a small mistake into a big problem. Most learners react with silence, panic, or apology overload. They say things like, sorry, my English is bad, and then they stop talking. That turns the mistake into a loss.
Right? I've done that so many times. So what's the win version of that moment?
The win is staying in the conversation. Instead of freezing, you can say simple chunks like, let me rephrase that, or what I mean is.
Interesting. Those sound simple, but they feel powerful.
Exactly. You see? Simple doesn't mean weak. Simple means usable under pressure.
But why do I always try to translate everything in my head before speaking at work?
Because that's how you were trained. Most people learn English by translating, not by reacting. And at work, you don't have time for that.
And how does that affect confidence?
It destroys it. When you translate, you hesitate, and hesitation makes you sound unsure.
Wow, so my English level isn't really the problem?
Exactly. Your process is the problem, not your level. You probably know enough English, but you're using it in an unnatural way.
That's such a breakthrough moment for me. So how do natural speakers deal with mistakes at work?
They move forward and don't stop to analyze. If something comes out wrong, they adjust in real time.
No drama sounds amazing. But what about sounding professional? Don't mistakes make you look unprofessional?
Actually, the opposite. Silence, confusion, and lack of clarity look unprofessional, not calm self-correction.
Really?
Really? Professionals care more about results than perfection, and clear communication beats perfect grammar every time.
Interesting. So, are there mistakes that can actually help you grow faster at work?
Absolutely. Every mistake shows a gap, and once you fix it, you can use it forever.
You see, that makes mistakes feel useful instead of scary.
Exactly. That's the mindset shift. Mistakes are feedback, not failure.
So, how can I start reacting differently the next time I mess up at work?
Start by preparing responses, not sentences. Simple chunks like, "Let me check that," or "I see what you mean," give you control in real situations.
Wow, so it's more about reactions than explanations.
Exactly. Work communication is reaction-based. When you master reactions, mistakes stop controlling you.
That already feels like a win.
And it is, you see. You're already turning mistakes into progress.
Liam, now that I understand mistakes better, how can I actually use them to grow professionally, not just linguistically?
When you handle mistakes well, people notice your attitude, not your English. That's how credibility and visibility grow.
Visibility? Wow, I never thought mistakes could lead to that.
Exactly. You see, when you stay active after a mistake, you're still part of decisions, discussions, and ideas. Silence removes you from the room, even if you're physically there.
That's true. Sometimes I stay quiet, even when I have good ideas.
And that's where the real loss happens. Not the mistake itself, but the idea that never gets shared.
So, how do I speak up again after messing something up earlier in the meeting?
Don't reference the mistake emotionally. Re-enter naturally with phrases like, "One more thing," or "I'd like to add something," and move on.
Interesting. So, I don't need to explain myself.
Exactly. Over-explaining is often a sign of insecurity. Clear, short contributions feel strong.
What about giving opinions? That scares me more than making language mistakes.
Opinions feel risky, but work English values clarity over perfection. Phrases like, "From my perspective," help you sound thoughtful, not unsure.
Wow, those sound very professional and natural.
Exactly. They're widely used and flexible. You don't need complex grammar to sound intelligent.
And what if someone corrects my English at work? That hurts a little.
That's a chance to turn a mistake into a win. Just say, "Thanks for pointing that out," and keep going.
That feels much healthier than feeling embarrassed.
Exactly. Confidence grows when you stop taking corrections personally.
But what if the correction happens in front of other people? That feels uncomfortable.
That's very common, but it's also a chance to show calm professionalism. When you accept it naturally, others see confidence, not weakness.
Interesting. So people don't judge as much as I imagine?
For sure. Most people are focused on the task, not on your mistake. Your reaction matters more than the error itself.
So reacting calmly actually protects my image at work.
Yes. Calm reactions signal emotional control, and that's highly valued in professional environments.
Wow, I never connected emotional control with language before.
You see, language is not just words, it's behavior. How you handle pressure speaks louder than grammar.
How does this affect leadership? Can mistakes really coexist with leadership in English?
Absolutely. Leaders aren't perfect speakers, they're clear decision makers. When you handle mistakes calmly, people trust you more.
Wow, so leadership language is also simple?
Very simple. Leaders say things like, "Let's move forward," or "Here's the plan," or "We'll adjust if needed." That flexibility is key.
That flexibility feels powerful.
It is. It shows confidence without sounding defensive or rigid.
And what if I don't have an answer right away? Isn't that a problem?
Not at all. Saying, "Let me check and get back to you," is a strong leadership response. It shows responsibility, not weakness.
Interesting. So silence with intention is different from freezing.
Exactly. Intentional pauses feel controlled, while freezing feels insecure.
That makes a lot of sense.
And once you understand that, mistakes stop feeling dangerous.
That sounds freeing, honestly.
And it should. English becomes a tool, not a test.
What about feedback situations? Giving or receiving feedback in English feels dangerous.
Feedback is a great place to use natural chunks. You can say, "One thing that could improve is," or "I noticed something we might adjust."
And receiving feedback.
You can say, "That makes sense," or "I appreciate the feedback." You don't need to defend yourself immediately.
Interesting. That removes so much pressure.
Exactly. Pressure often comes from thinking you must respond perfectly.
Is this why some people with lower English levels still do better at work?
Exactly. They focus on communication, not perfection. They speak, adjust, and move on.
That's such a big mindset shift.
And that shift is what turns mistakes into momentum.
What about small daily interactions, like quick chats or updates?
Those are golden opportunities. Simple phrases like, "Just a quick update," "I'm working on it," or "I'll loop you in," make you sound active and professional.
Wow, those feel very real.
Because they are. Work English lives in these moments.
How can I practice this without waiting for mistakes to happen?
Practice reacting out loud. Imagine situations and respond naturally. Train your reactions, not your grammar.
Right, so it's more about readiness.
Exactly. When a mistake happens, your brain already knows what to do.
And emotionally, how do I stop being so hard on myself?
By remembering this, mistakes mean you're participating. Growth never happens in silence.
Wow, that really hits.
You see? Every confident professional once made hundreds of small mistakes.
So, if I make a mistake tomorrow at work, what should I remind myself?
Remind yourself, "I'm communicating, not performing." That mindset keeps you moving instead of freezing.
And if I had to explain today's lesson to someone else, what would be the core idea?
Mistakes don't reduce your value. Avoiding communication does, especially at work.
Wow, that really reframes everything for me.
Exactly. When you stay present, react naturally, and recover smoothly, English starts working with you, not against you.
So, this is really more about freedom than correctness, right?
Exactly. Freedom to speak, adjust, and stay in the conversation without fear.
Interesting. And this freedom doesn't come from memorizing more rules, does it?
No, it comes from active use. Confidence grows when your brain learns through real interaction, not passive exposure.
So just listening or waiting won't really build this kind of confidence.
Right. Your brain needs awareness, reaction, and presence to truly change how you speak.
That makes me wonder, if active use is so important, can people really learn just by listening while they sleep?
That's a great curiosity to have. Many people believe that idea, but the reality behind it is very different and very revealing.
Wow, now I really want to understand that better.
And you should. Understanding how your brain actually learns can save you a lot of time and frustration.
Thank you, Liam. I feel lighter, clearer, and more confident about using English at work now.
You're welcome, Emma. Keep showing up, keep speaking, and keep turning every work mistake into a win. I'll see you in the next conversation.
Bye!